So I've shown you my take on how to do both the regular oven mitt as well as the mini oven mitt. I like having the lining as a separate piece so there's no raw edges on the inside. But to help prevent that lining from pulling out every time you take your hand out, let me show you how I have found to fix that. So for this trick, you actually need to do it before you turn your outer shell right side out. What you will do is take your outer shell and your lining that has already been stitched together and layer them up. And then we're just going to do a couple back stitches right in the seam allowance at the tip of the hand and the tip of the thumb for the classic oven mitt. And then for the mini oven mitt, what we need to do is actually open up this piece and layer those together so that they are facing each other. So it'd be as if your hands were like this. And then do the same thing. A couple back stitches right in the seam allowance at both ends will keep that lining from coming out. So let's go do that real quick. So you can see it right there and right there, just right in the seam allowance. That's the only place that I've stitched it. So these are still separate from each other. So now we'll turn it right side out. I just hold onto the lining and flip just the outer shell right side out. Then you can stick your hand in the lining to help finish pushing it out. And now that lining is secure, like it's not gonna pull out. Then you just bind it like normal. Same with the mini oven mitt. So you just turn the outside shell right side out. The lining's gonna come with it because it's tacked in place. And then you can put your hand in the lining to finish pushing it out. And now this one's ready for binding. And now that the binding's on, it's complete. And every time you pull your hand out, that lining is not going to come with it. So a couple of people have asked about sizing of both the mini oven mitt as well as the classic oven mitt. Now, I have fairly large hands. I usually wear an extra large or a 2X glove, depending on the glove, I guess. And they fit me just fine. And they also fit my husband just fine. And his hands are slightly larger than mine. So if you wanted to make a set for someone in your life who has larger hands, these should fit.